Kendrick for quadruple entendres and lines that have like 4 different meanings, I don't think he was expecting Kendrick to not only come with diss records that had bars that had multiple meanings, but also music videos that had layers and layers of meanings to each scene. It's insane. Then when the famous A minor line plays throughout the video, Kendrick is depicted doing hopscotch, which is another kid's activity. Again, Kendrick is accusing Drake throughout this entire record of being into little kids, and is shown in the video doing little kid activities. What's also substantial here is on the hopscotch, there were the letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And on this record, Kendrick rapped, how many stocks do I really have in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Meaning that Kendrick dropped 5 diss records against Drake, but he also had another 5 in the tuck waiting to release. So as that famous A minor line plays, Kendrick is doing hopscotch all the way up to the number 10. Again, trolling Drake for the fact that he has 10 diss records to drop on Drake if Drake decides.
Now, that's what I thought this meant, right? And that was very timing when during this part of the video, Kendrick was rapping about how many I got, 1, 2, 3, 5 plus 5, and then he does hopscotch over the number 10. So that pretty much is like a warning, boy. You better shut your damn mouth. I got 5 more tracks. That might, boy. If you thought these 5 was something, wait till my next 5. Like, I think this is definitely a warning shot, boy. You better shut your mouth. Don't let me release the next 5 songs I got on your ass.
Hopscotch all the way up to the number 10. Again, trolling Drake for the fact that he has 10 diss records to drop on Drake if Drake decides to re-engage within this beef. Other notable appearances include a scene with his entire record label, everyone from Absol, J-Rock, Punch, and Top Dog from TDE, showing you that these are all his day ones, and completely discrediting any claims that Drake made that his record label was exploiting him, or that he had splits with any of the guys that he was associated with business-wise. Another scene shows Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free dancing in front of a bunch of shipping containers, and this could be alluding to the container.
Oh, so that's Dave Free. Oh.
That are used to traffic humans, which is again in reference to the disses that Kendrick aimed at Drake in front of a bunch of shipping containers. And this could be alluding to the containers that are used to traffic humans, which is again in reference to the disses that Kendrick aimed at Drake, where even Drake said he knew that Kendrick would take the Jeffrey Epstein angle against him. Where, if you guys didn't know, Jeffrey Epstein is notorious for being one of the most disgusting human traffickers of all time. There's another scene in front of the Compton courthouse where Kendrick is singing with thousands of people behind him, showing that he most definitely gets more love in his own city than Drake gets. And one of the final most scathing scenes within this video is when Kendrick is standing next to his fiance and 2 children, which completely shuts down any rumors that Drake made that Kendrick was having any sort of marital issues with his fiance. Drake claimed that Kendrick abused her. Drake claimed that they were no longer together, and he even claimed at the worst that Kendrick's son was actually the son of his.
And she's wearing a white beater, which is a nice little subtle jab, right? And she's wearing the wife beater, which is very, very little sneaky little jab right there.
Manager's Dave Free, that Kendrick's fiance Whitney was having an affair with Kendrick's manager. You can tell by seeing Kendrick and his son face to face that they are most definitely related, that child is definitely Kendrick's. I mean, just look at the ears, you could tell. And Whitney is dancing as Kendrick.
Yep, they sure do got that Martin Lawrence ears. Yeah, they sure do got them Martin Lawrence ears. I just want to keep my barbershop name. Yeah, he definitely keeping his barbershop name. Yeah, they definitely got them ears. Ain't lying about that.
Kendrick is rapping OV ho and he a fan, showing that she's in on this, that there's no issues between them, and that everything Drake said was fabricated, was a lie, and that all the disses he threw at Kendrick really had no substance to them. The most scathing scene of this entire video for Drake must be when Whitney is crip walking to the outro of the record.
Oh, hey, one thing that somebody pointed out about this that I didn't catch on. All right, so not only did Whitney show up on this in the video, but she's wearing a white beater. I said, God damn it. Ain't that a bitch? She sure is, because somebody hit me up in the DM and they said, yo, did you notice that Whitney was wearing a white beater, a wife beater? I was like, holy shit, you right. The little subtle jabs that because, you know, Drake over there saying that Kendrick Lamar put his hands on Whitney, but now Whitney is in the video and she's wearing a white beater. That's like I said, God, these sneaky little fuckers. Sneaky little fuckers. I said, you sure right. She is wearing a wife beater, ain't she? Boy, Kendrick, you a sneaky motherfucker. I said, damn, you sure right. She wearing a wife beater in the video because because Drake said, yeah, you beating on your wifey and all that shit. But goddamn, now she crip walking and sea walking in the video and a wife beater. Ain't that something? God, boy, Kendrick, you a little sneaky little rascal, ain't you? Wife beater. Look, I always said, hey, and you know what? I didn't know that a wife beater, I didn't know that until later. I always thought it was called a white beater. I didn't know that it was a wife beater until later. Somebody said, no, that's a wife beater. I said, wife beater? Why they call it wife beater? Because it was like, that's what people wear when they beat their wife. I was like, you sure damn right. But for the longest, I used to call wife beater white beaters. I thought it was white beaters. I was like, yeah, man, give me a white beater. But no, somebody had to tell me that. I was like, oh, damn. I'm like, people be saying that shit for real? Yeah, I ain't lying. I thought it was a white beater. I've been saying white beaters for so long. But somebody told me, nah, it's not no white beater. It's wife beater. I said, wife beater? Why do they call it wife beater? I was like, yeah, because that's what men wear when they beat their wives. I was like, why y'all keep saying that? That's not even nice to say. Yeah, let me get a wife beater. I'm still not saying that. I don't feel comfortable saying, oh, yeah, let me get an extra large wife beater. No, I'm still gonna say white beater. I'm still saying white beater. That's crazy. So yeah, I'm saying white beater. But yeah, bada bing, bada boom. So I thought that was a very little subtle, clever thing that Whitney and Kendrick did on this video. Very, very interesting. Very interesting.
The last scene of the video is Kendrick staring at a cage with an animal inside of it. And at first glance, you can't tell if that animal is a rat or what it is. But eventually, as Kendrick steps away, you realize that it's an owl.
Man, I thought that was his foot. The first time I saw this, I said, is he like about to lotion his feet or something? I thought that was his foot. Like he was running on concrete with his socks on or something. I thought he was running outside in some dirt. Like that nigga about to rub his feet. What the fuck? Now, if you look at it, don't that look like a foot? Don't that look like a foot? I said, is this nigga showing his feet on the? Say, what the hell is freak ass nigga? You a freak ass nigga, 69 guy? What the hell you showing people feet on your damn video? I thought that was his foot. I ain't lying.
You can't tell if that animal is a rat or what it is. But eventually, as Kendrick steps away, you realize that it's an owl, which again is in reference to Drake, and the fact that an owl is a predator animal. Now, Drake fans or DJ academics could say whatever they want. They could say that Kendrick is riding off the hype of this song, and that Kendrick fans only eat when he's dissing Drake, and that he doesn't release any other music. But he's showing you otherwise. He's premiering new music within this video, and showing you that this is an entire troll against Drake. And by hopscotching to the numbers 1 to 10, he's showing you that he has many more diss tracks in stock in case Drake ever decides to step back into this beef. I also forgot to mention that DJ Mustard, the producer of the record, is seen in the video wearing a Toronto Blue Jays hat, which he claims was not an intentional diss at Drake because he got a bunch of different hats customized and he just happened to wear the Blue Jays hat on that day. But obviously, even if it wasn't intentional, Drake is from Toronto, and the producer of this massive record wearing a Toronto Blue Jays hat in the video that's directly trolling you for 5 minutes straight just stings incredibly hard, whether it was intentional or not. So all in all, this was just an incredible performance by Kendrick. He put tons of rumors to rest, whether it was the fact that he was split up from his former peers and record label, whether it was the fact that his manager was having an affair with his wife, whether it was the fact that he was even with his wife still or not. He was uniting his city on America's Independence Day, showing that he has deep ties to his culture and his city and is doing his best to unify his people and bring peace and pride to them. He's also playing Drake's game as best as he could by trolling Drake with multiple subliminal disses throughout this entire video, creating memes that'll last forever and doing exactly what Drake should have done when he dropped back-to-back against Meek Mill. Like, imagine a back-to-back music video with a Nicki Minaj lookalike where Drake was just trolling Meek for an entire 3 minutes.
Yo, what if he do a music video for Meet the Grams? Oh, shit. What do you think if he do a music video for Meet the Grams? Holy moly. Ooh, boy, I want to see that. I would love to see what the visual would be for Meet the Grams. Oh, shit. That would be wild. That would be wild. Woo-wee. Could you imagine the visuals that would be with Meet the Grams? Woo! Woo! Nah, if Kendrick do that, somebody got listen. Knock on wood, but somebody gotta die. I'm saying that jokingly, but nah, man. Somebody got to die. Nah, if I'm Drake, nah, I'm shooting this nigga, man. Nah, if I'm Drake, yeah, I'm shooting this nigga. Nah, you gotta go. Nah, yeah, Kendrick, don't do that, bro. Yeah, because if I was Drake, nigga, you got to go. All right, you got to go.
Minutes straight. Kendrick is playing the game right, putting all the rumors to rest, and making this song even more important than it was. Not only being a victory lap for Kendrick throughout this entire beef, but also being a staple and a sense of pride for his entire community by unifying the West Coast, bringing this video back to his hometown and celebrating the essence of what the West Coast is known and loved for. So what do you think Drake's next move should be? Should he just ignore this?
Just ignore it.
Let the hype of this song and this video die down and release something once everyone has kind of stopped talking about this and the dust is settled? Or should he re-engage in this beef and drop his own hit record that's also a diss record and play the same game that Kendrick is playing? I mean, again, Kendrick did say that he has 5 more records tucked in the stash, so I would love to see this beef reignite and see Kendrick actually dissing Drake again. It's very possible with these small references he made on the sample at the beginning of this video that he might be dissing Drake again on new music that he's about to release. And what do you think's next for Kendrick? Is he going to wait a while, let the hype of this ride out, and then drop an album? Or will he drop an album sooner than we think, as he's already teasing new music? All I know is that if he plays his cards right, this could be the biggest release he's had in his entire career, easily selling 1 million copies in the first week if he ships this album out with vinyls and if the singles are as strong as a record like Not Like Us. And I must...
Great video.